Since if you maintain his story, remove that. Because he wants to speak the truth. I can say, but the only thing tí ó bá kọ́kọ́rọ́ tó bẹ̀yìn ajá ìjẹ́ tọ́rọ̀ pé ó sì lè kóbá kó fẹ́ kó jẹ́ kó máa affect career ẹ̀ àti tó lè jẹ́ kó lo ẹ̀wọ̀n ni pé he is adding the money. But he might, I can tell him, you ask for the money because you want me to believe you. It's not because you needed the money. Because at the end of the day, we didn't pay him a dime and he sent part of the video. So that is still, can still we'll find a way around that one. Ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé òun rò pé lábẹ́ bó tilẹ̀ òun kó rí kò sí ni, they now pursue it and he maintain pé òun lòún send them. They might charge him for trying to extort. I get saying. So, and we tell them for free. We will not even pursue that. The police can, tó bá score first total, which ought to lose chance hereby. They can not go in and go into a bargain, and they won't add that to his charges. And say, okay, no, that charges of that will not come for you, since you are ready to stand up and maintain your testimony that this is what by Mohbad, or this is what happened between Mohbad and his wife, according to what you wrote. That would have been better. You understand? So Erushim Bani, or you know, maintain, he told you join, yeah, to one baro emija, and he told you account every shot, me or Rikebaja. Buso, anything. Emi tell me so we send this me and he came dake mo fe pa ni. How did I want to pa? How will I get justice without mentioning him? I can't even understand the arrogance. They thought because they are the family of Mohbad, and when they start to jump around, act on social media.
You know, when young couples, you know that it happens a lot in Yoruba land, mostly when pregnancy popped out all of a sudden. You know that. They'll say, oh, I don't want to have my baby out of wedlock. That kind of story. So from that perspective, I believe Wumi will be the one asking, let's do that. I don't want to have my baby out of wedlock. You know, that kind of a thing. It's very common. Couple are dating and all of a sudden pregnancy showed up and they don't want to do it with the baby. And the woman will say, no, I don't want to have my baby out of wedlock. We need to do something, you know, before my baby comes. I think that's a common practice.
So how come we now have a situation where Baba was taking Wumi for prayers to be pregnant? How did that now come about?
I like that. That's a checkmate.
You see, okay, let me, before you go to the next level, Chairman, before you go to the next level of your question, hold that your question, just hold it. Now, you see, this is the reason why I'm going to keep on saying that Wumi was on assignment. Number one.
I'm beginning to believe that.
Number one, for the look of things, Wumi is just 24 years old, okay, at the time Mohbad's demise. Mohbad was how old? 27, right? Or 26. Now,
26,
these people, these two people still have a long way to go. Started having babies to tie them down, because obviously at 24, you have a baby, you are going to be tied down. At 26 or 27, a rising star that you have not even started. You are just starting your career. I think marriage should be the least of your problem, okay? So these two young people, okay, I don't think they are that local. Wumi is not local. Wumi is not, Mohbad is not a traditional person that much. You understand? I would say, okay, oh, marriage is the number one priority for me. No, I don't look at these two people, Mohbad and Wumi, as saying that, okay, marriage is the number one priority for me. I don't look at them that way. You understand? So what is the rush in getting married? I'm still going to go back to Davido and others, or Chris Daniel, or Zalantan, or Mohbad's friend, what's his name? That autistic man, what's his name? Bella Shmurda. You understand? These are the people that have been in the industry, You understand? A little bit bigger than Mohbad. No, they didn't carry marriage on their head. So ask yourself question. Why? 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 You understand?
So
Then chairman.
that is my question. Is the marriage, is it Wumi's induced or Mohbad's induced? There is a lacuna in that marriage.
Yeah, that marriage, I'm going to say, is between Baba Mohbad and Wumi. Somebody tell Wumi to initiate that marriage to tie Mohbad down. Somebody is just to take total control of Mohbad. That is what that marriage is for. Whether we like it or not, yes, that marriage is to take total control of Mohbad. And you see, the way God will have it, Mohbad, if Mohbad has gone to done a court wedding with Wumi, you see, these things we are talking about today is a deal done. Deal done. We are not going to be here today talking this papa we are talking about. But see, God have a way of doing his thing for his children that is so special in his eye. And that's the reason why they couldn't made it to court to do that court marriage. So I'm going to say the whole marriage of the thing.
Are you saying there was a plan to do court marriage?
Yeah. There was a plan.
Really?
Yeah, Karimo said it. There was a plan. They were getting ready for court marriage. Before you actually. So for me,
really, Richie, in Nigeria now, nobody just end up in traditional marriage. Everybody end up in
court marriage is number one.
You first of all do like traditional. Maybe after some time, then you go to court, or you first of all do court, then you do traditional later. So a lot of people end up still doing the court. If you cut in statistics now, statistically, if you have like 100 marriages in Nigeria, 95% of it today has court marriage embedded.
Then we should implement Trump law, right?
And you see, Richie, and the funny part of this Nigerian court marriage is the lady that is always initiating it. They are the one. So it's scary. I fear for men these days, especially Nigerian men, the ones that is just getting married.
So you didn't hear my joke. I said we should bring Trump's law on marriage.
How?
just to make the women think twice before forcing people to marriage, right?
Yeah, because you see, women always initiate this court marriage, especially in Nigerians. They feel that court marriage will guarantee their safety in the marriage. So what do? Once, you know, that initial stage, you are still in love, you are eager to have this your wife, you are eager to have this woman, and whatever the woman will say, you second to it. So what do? They initiate that court marriage. That is what is the in things to them. And when the women, once they get that hold of that court marriage, you see that their attitude would change immediately. The confidence and power, and even some men that even have children or married before getting married to this woman, you will see their attitude would change towards the children, because once they secure
Susie,
that court marriage,
it's not Uhuru. It is not Uhuru. For the fact that you have a court marriage, does not now make you a don. That is why there's provision in the law for divorce, and there's no judge that will tell you not to divorce.
Yeah, but so you see,
Chama, you're not getting it.
You don't get what I'm trying to say.
When divorce happen, it's guaranteed, right, that the woman will have something.
And when the man suddenly dies,
no, it is not guaranteed. No, it is not guaranteed, Richie. It depends on the circumstances. And
in Nigeria, is that Nigerian law?
Yes, my brother. This is a fact. This is a fact, and I'm telling you. This is a fact.
Chairman, it's not even the divorce of a thing. It's not even the divorce of the things I'm looking at.
So if a woman thinks because you are now officially married, you can then start to misbehave and do a lot of shenanigans. You go back to court and
a lot of them
tear the paper away.
And a lot of them, when sudden death come like Mohbad's own, what will happen? They will take over everything. So marriage these days are men. Be careful who you marry and be careful who you take to court. When you have a wife that is insisting we must go to court, think twice about it. Think twice. Court marriage is not the option.
In Western world, you don't have to have a court marriage before all those things are implemented, isn't it? Once you're married, you're married.
No, Western world, in fact, not even married. Once you and a man live under the same roof,
cohabiting
for 6 months, even if I own everything, as far as I'm concerned, I can't get up and kick that man out of that house. You understand? So, for Western world, it's worst. You understand? It's worse. You don't even need to go to court and go and marry in the court to obtain the certificate before you get.
But with the new Trump law, I think it's fair. What don't you think?
I don't know. Trump is Trump.
What is Trump law? Can you please educate me? What is Trump saying?
Trump law. Let me give it in summary.
Trump law anyway.
In summary, Chairman, if you have 10 million, right, before you got married, right, and you happen to divorce, after that 10 million will be set aside. It still remains your money, right? It's not couple money, and you can now say, I want to give you 20% or whatever from that money. What Trump is trying to do is people marrying the wealthy men just to be able to get money off them.
Okay, so it is whatever that we have together in the marriage. Taken away by 10 million.
Richie and Chairman, let me tell you something. You believe Trump at your own. Do you know why Trump is putting that law
for himself?
It's something that is already.
It's because he's himself now.
In his family. Yeah, it's something that is happening in his family already, based on the lesson he learned from his first wife. Because when he divorced his first wife, they had to share property. Now, when he married this current wife, this present wife that he has now, he has a law that he made: stay away from my business. You are not going to be part of my family business. So that woman there, Trump wife, the first lady of America right now, she has nothing to do with Trump empire. Trump empire belongs to him and his children alone. So it's something that he has implemented in his family already, that is going on in his family already. He decided to throw it out there to the public.
So don't you think, guys,
do you think it's fair?
Don't you think that is fair? So you don't,
it's not fair.
So that you don't just marry people because of their money and you want to go and kill them and share their properties. See, if you don't contribute to anything to the success, it's whatever you contribute that you're going to get a percentage of. If you don't contribute to it.
In one way, Chairman, it's not fair, but in another way, it's fair because of gold diggers. Some of these ladies are typical gold diggers. You understand? In one way, it's not fair, but in another way, when you get married to somebody that truly loves you, love is about share. You understand? You know, I've seen in a situation, a woman will marry a man.
That's why a lot of men now ask, what are you bringing to the table? So if you are not bringing anything to the table, whatever you meant on the table, leave it for the man. He has done his job before you coming in.
Chairman, have you seen a situation that a man don't have anything and he get married to a woman and a woman made him? So it goes both ways.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Is the law good? Yes, the law is good. Is the law bad? Yes, the law is bad. Love is all about share, but greedy women, gold diggers, you understand, some women has destroy a lot of things for good women.
That
So for
is
me,
why you see a 26-year-old girl that wants to marry a 76-year-old man, thinking that this man will die anytime soon. I will inherit everything, something that you did not work for.
yeah, and that's why you will see somebody like that Kenyan girl with her big bonbon traveling all the way from Kenya to profile Cubana chief priest to come and track him with a baby. So there are so many gold diggers. So many
Exactly.
women are gold diggers. So I don't blame Trump because his first wife, had to share his property. And when it comes to Trump don't joke with his money. Trump love money. He don't joke with his money, and you just come from nowhere and come and share my money with me, something that you didn't work for. But anyway, for his first wife, they built his empire together. She was there for him. So whatever she take away from that marriage, she deserves it. Yeah, it's a share.
So what?
When you deserve something, you get it. But when you don't deserve it, you come from nowhere, already ready-made man that has worked for his money, and you say in the name of marriage, you come and marry. Like that Nigerian guy that got married to this lady in Atlanta. You understand? That American lady. At the end of the day, yeah, he took everything. All he has, everything. $1 million house, $1 million cars, you understand? All went for that woman. That is what we call gold diggers. But when you start with your husband and you all work for these things, and at the end of the day you want to go, you have to give me a share of what we work for. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that.
And that is why it is good before you go into the marriage, let everybody declare their assets. What do you want? What each other want? Let it be on record. So when you want to divorce, whatever addition in the both marriage, you know that this one belongs to the marriage, and you can share those. You can share. So that even make women to always work the more before going into marriage.
Yeah.
Not a secondary school dropout now looking for one Richie to marry or Jack
to
go and marry
or to kill. At the end of the day, they will poison you and inherit your property.
Go to Surulere and go and see all the landladies in Surulere. You see all the landladies in Surulere, they finished all their husbands, they inherited all the houses.
So for me, marriage these days is like you want to marry any girl, ask her, what did you have to bring to the table? This is what I have. What do you have to bring to the table? If you don't have anything to bring to the table, yes, if I'm going to marry you for real, okay, I'm going to put whatever I have aside, okay, then just let her know, listen, this thing that I have, before you are coming, because you have nothing to contribute to what I have, you are not part of it. But if I marry you, whatever we build up together from now upwards, yes, belongs to two of us. That's period. So that the woman will not come and kill you for nothing. At that point, if the woman loves you for real and want to marry you for who you are, she will say yes. But if if she's coming for the property, at the end of the day, you see the attitude now, because that property that she's coming for, you already let her know, hey, you are not part of this, so then it's your choice. You either stay or you go, So it's crazy. It's crazy though. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Richie, where are you? Jack?
I think he's receiving a call.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
for Wumi and Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Wumi and Mohbad, Baba Mohbad have, in fact, the parent of
No, the
Mohbad
both parent,
has a lot of questions to answer.
Both parents
they have a lot of
failed the
questions to
children. They
answer.
failed the children. Both parents failed their individual children. Both parents. They failed them.
And
honestly,
if I'm going to blame anybody for Wunmi,
that is not parenting at all. It's not.
Yes. You see, the both parents of this boy, Mohbad and Wunmi, they failed them. The mother was not there for Wunmi to give Wunmi the parental guidance. Wunmi grew up by herself. She learned everything by herself. You know, she learned everything by herself, by men looking at things. Because you can see, since this problem started, you can see the girl is the one controlling everything by herself. You can see the way she control her farm. You understand? To tell you she's somebody that has been out there, you know, make decision by herself. Because majority of this decision this girl is making, you can tell that she's making it by herself, not through anybody. So she grew up by herself, and her mother has failed her, her father has failed her, and the same thing to Mohbad. You know, these are kids, that young kids that people is not there in their life to direct them. They make decisions for themselves. And that is the reason why we are having this problem we are having today. Problem of Mohbad and Wunmi is problem of children that was neglected by their parents. You know.
Well, I want to believe in something.
The nowadays parents.
The only thing, honestly, you know, I like the fact we're looking at all these things. But the bottom line, Wunmi was in the house. She should be the one, you know, and Baba working together, if nothing to hide, to fight for justice. But as things stand, she's not saying anything apart from those 3 outcry, you know, and all that. And that doesn't give us any confidence. And then with this current video saying that she pushed Mohbad, you know, but when I looked at Adura CTC, Adura said, I heard a loud noise. Then he ran up. Listen to that underlying word, Chairman. Ran up, mean upstairs, to Mohbad's room, and he said he found his brother lying on the floor. So, and now when you now say, Wunmi push Mohbad, then why would Adura run up to find his brother upstairs and lying down on the floor?
So that which means he never saw where Wunmi pushed Mohbad.
So I'm just trying to understand.
No. From what you have just said, I ran upstairs. I met Mohbad on the floor.
I heard a loud noise.
And I ran upstairs.
I ran
and
up.
I met Mohbad on the floor, which means you met him on the floor. You didn't know what brought him to the floor.
Upstairs, isn't it?
Yeah, you didn't know what took me to the floor, what brought him to the floor. You met. My brother. So you can see. Which can lead us to the fact that whoever sent that message to Yomi perhaps may not be Adura.
Okay, Chairman, let me.
Are you with me on my thoughts?
Chairman.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. Chairman, let me come from another angle because we are all. Is it brainstorming? What is that?
And remember, there's a third person. That was a third person, right? Remember, just have that in mind.
Yeah, Richie, what's that new language again from Baba Moba's group? Is it intellectual? What is it called
Critical
again?
thinkers.
Correct.
Critical thinkers.
Critical
Yes. Yes, that's what we are doing here today. Now, let me come from this angle, okay? It's going to be a total different angle. You see, the whole story of Mobile's demise is not yet out. They are trying to finger our brain, trying to tell us different stories, so that when you go towards right, you're beginning to put the puzzles together, it makes sense. You go to the left, it makes sense. You go back, it makes sense. You go front, it makes sense. So that's the situation. Yeah, that's the situation they have structured Mohbad's case. And it takes a criminal, a hardened criminal that has been on the street, that is used to the code of killing, you understand, to put all this type of story together, to share it, to distribute it out to different people, okay? But it takes a very intelligent group of set of people to beginning to put these puzzles, this to what I want to say. For me, I strongly demise or assassin was planned to carry out the day it happened, and that was the reason why he was invited to that show, and everything, they started laying Mohbad's drink up, you understand, from that show, to weaken him, because Mohbad as a person, okay, when Mohbad get really angry, it's difficult for them to bring him down. All the boys in the house cannot bring him down, okay? He will beat all of them to pulp. Now, they know him for that. They fight all the time in that house. Mohbad is a fighter, okay? Now, the question that I'm going to ask now, what happened to Mohbad on 3rd Mainland Bridge? Did Mohbad made it home 100%, okay, from 3rd Mainland Bridge? Do they waylay Mohbad's car on 3rd Mainland Bridge?
I said this before, and somebody said I shouldn't say it.
On 3rd
Yes,
Mainland Bridge?
I said this before.
What happened
Anyway.
to Mohbad on 3rd Mainland Bridge, on the way from Ikorodu to the island?
This is why I said police was wrong. One of the evidence is
a lot of puzzles together.
Is the car, the Jeep that Mohbad sat in should have been a subject of interest for the police. Then you can ascertain that, okay, there was blood stain in the car, what happened and all those things. Another thing is, don't forget, coincidentally, which I would never believe is coincident, why all of a sudden when they're about to leave, the door of the house was malfunctioned, that Mohbad has to use his carpenter skills to temporarily fix the door. Are you getting my point?
Okay, Richie.
And now 1 minute, and to me, this is my own thinking. Don't forget, was suspended, somebody say, when they got in the house, they met 2 people in the house. Who are those 2 people? And then going back again with the Adra text message, with the video when Adra was saying, CY, Mohbad, and one other person. Why didn't Adra mention the name of the other person?
Okay, Richie, so, let me refresh your mind on something. And this go to people that is in the medical line. Now, you see, a death, a cry of somebody. I'm going to use cry because I'm actually streaming it on Facebook, what we are saying now. Now, a cry of a brutal killing, a brutal cry, brutal. When I say brutal, you understand, it's something that had to do with injury. You understand? When it's a brutal cry, with injury, and blood will have to be involved in flowing. You see, the body, when that person cry, it's easily for the body to start getting 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 Tuesday. If somebody die on Tuesday body is not supposed to be smelling because it was a brutal bite that has something to do with blood.
No, it's not. Yes, to support what you said, I actually read a lot about this stage, right? When does the body goes to rigor mortis, right? When the life's gone, the blood get freezed up, right? So after somebody died, even if you take a blade and cut the flesh open, you won't see much blood at all. The blood's gone, it's ceased, right? So the question about rigor mortis stage, that's the first stage of rigor mortis, and then the body goes back in shape. Yeah, this is before you're smelling. So the question is, when we have to ascertain about the hours we're talking about. This is what confuses me, because if Darosa said the body is smelling, then that means the body shouldn't have been lifeless on that Tuesday, on the same day.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The same thing that I'm saying. Body. So it's a brutal end for Mohbad. It was really, really brutal. Yes. Like yes. Brutal, like, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, my voice. You're right. You see, anything is possible, and to be honest, anything is possible. But the truth, one thing I want us to focus on is this. You see, what you said, to be honest, Susie, it's possible as well. But you see, the reason why I 100% without a doubt believe that Mohbad was killed in the house. He got into the house alive. He was killed in the house. Do you know why? If there was no incident of that, probably he was killed outside. But another thing is this again. Look, if you know how criminals, when they perpetrate their crime, if you know their mind, the way they think, their mindset, how they behave, their behavioral traits, you will understand that Mohbad was killed in the house. And the reason why I said that is this. Look at all the narratives that they put out when Mohbad died. The moment, look, criminals, people who kill, criminals who, or let me say killers, people who have killed someone, criminals, what they will be telling you, it will be things that will sway your attention, your focus from the crime scene, and it will take your attention away from them. And these people put in a lot of concerted effort in doing that. They were clearly telling the whole world, coming up with different narratives that clearly showed that Mohbad died outside. Hospital, I took picture with him. Oh, the industry guys have killed him. Everything, look at everything. It took them a while. It took a while. When they saw that all of those stories, they were falling flat and they had holes in them. People could poke holes in them. That was at that minute they now came up with the story of inside house, nurse coming to treat inside the house. When criminals start to tell you that a crime happened in, let's say, in their home, believe it or not, that crime did not take place in their home. That crime, if they're saying that that crime did not happen outside, then start to look at outside. Outside is where it happened. If they are telling you that it happened at home, begin to look outside. If they tell you that it is outside, begin to look at home. The opposite, they always go the other way around because they want to shift away everybody's attention and focus from them. They don't want you to ever think it to them. And they want to take it away, shift everybody's attention from the crime scene. They will tell you, that's why do you think that all of these serial killers, all of these crazy people that kill people for no reason, whether in US or in UK, when they kill them, or even some husbands, when they kill their wives, they take the body, they chop the body into pieces. Sometimes they won't even chop it, they just put it in a bag. And then they will take that time to drive miles away. They look for one wood and drop that body there. Sometimes they will just drop it on the roadside. What they are doing is to shift attention. That is one of the strategies. Shift everybody's attention, the investigators' attention, away from the crime scene. Because if you don't know the crime scene, if you can't find the murder weapon, and you can't find the body, there is no case. You have to first find the murder weapon, find the body, and know where the crime take. And how do you do this? How do you know all of this? You will know the murder weapon. You will find all your evidence at the crime scene. And that is why they usually take everybody's attention away from the crime scene. They don't want to mention that crime scene. They will say it is not there. It is somewhere. And that is why I believe that video of Mohbad died exists. The moment they try to put in a lot of effort in telling you not to chase that lead, that it is of no use. There is nothing there. I mean, I'm talking about Cynthia's supporters now. Our team. So the moment they start to do that, begin to think that is what it is. That is how criminals act. If Mohbad was killed outside, let me tell you, it's easy. All the police need to do is to find the exact car they rode home. And one thing is sure, there was profusion of blood. Blood gushed out. It gushed out profusely. So if blood gushed out profusely, that means there is no way blood spatters everywhere in that car. Even 100 years to come, when those that know how to do that kind of forensics, when they go in, they will use the whatever is Illumina they call it. They're gonna still see blood spatters. So it's not a case of to be honest, it's a possibility. But you see, the broken railings in that house they speak volume, and that is why I'm surprised that Mohbad's dad kept quiet on that. Very crucial evidence, very crucial thing. Not to mention that. And again, you see, let me tell you. You see, don't be surprised. When Cynthia was saying that if all of you know this man, you will stone him to death. You think she was just talking for nothing? No. You will be surprised. Maybe Cynthia is in the knowledge, is in the know that maybe she knows how much the killers of Naira Marley was giving this man money when Mohbad was alive, just to stand with him and not stand with Mohbad, so that everybody will see Mohbad as a mad person. They were portraying this guy as though this guy was insane. He was mentally unstable. That was what they were trying to do, as though this guy needs help. He's a madman. And this man, I won't be surprised if this man was taking money from Naira Marley to be on their own side and say that they were only showing him superiority. Which mad, which insane father, which soulless father will say that? Will not stand with their own child. That is not a thing of a joke. If anybody is telling you that my life is in threat, somebody wants to kill me, you need to You need to help them. You need to look at them. You need to give them attention. Otherwise, they're going to lose their life. And that is what has happened now. So there is a lot going on. And let me not lie to you. For those people that have handed the whole thing to Yomi, thinking that he's the Messiah and he's going to give them, and he's telling them as go, justice is just some kind of I don't know, some kind of sliced bread that you just
akara, moi.
Yeah, that you just give to people. He's even talking as though it's the police that would do the investigation. To be honest, he's telling them as though he's the one that will do the investigation. He's the one that will even judge the case.
Like the one I just saw on
it's not going to take anything. It's just a few weeks or few days. To be honest, I'm like, what the fuck? Is that how much you really want people to believe you and to kill behind you? Of course, what you're doing is good. But the truth is this. What you don't know, stop saying it. Stop saying what you don't know. You're not the judge. Look, there is a strong person. I'm glad that, Chairman, you have said something today. You have said, which I know anyway. You have said that you made a distinction between first class kings and the whether you want to call them secondary or district leaders or obas kings.
Second class.
Yeah, second class kings. And you said something. And you said something. You said that those secondary kings, they are being appointed by by the state, innit? Is that not what you said? That those secondary kings, they are being appointed by the state, right?
Yeah, the staff of office is being done by the governor.
By the governor. God bless you. And that will now tell
the governor that approves them. Governor approves them. Governor gives them the staff of office and installation of.
Lovely. Sorry, Susie. That will now tell you now. Look, I have been saying it. Look, Mohbad was not mad. Mohbad was not stupid. Mohbad was not. He wasn't drunk when he by himself went to Alagbon and filed a petition and mentioned the names of the individuals there. See those individuals whose names were mentioned, especially.
I remember his statement as well. They said they were going to kill me.
Yes. And again, if the king whose name was mentioned in that petition indeed has any connection at all, whatever connection, I'm telling you, the state government and the federal government, where they have Bola Tinubu as the whatever, will do all that it takes to make sure that there's no justice. To make sure that if there is justice, they will select the people that they want to put the burden on. Because Tinubu appointed the father of that man called whatever they call him. The Elegushi. Let me tell you something. There's a lot you guys don't know. There's a lot. I just don't want to dabble into whatever. There's a lot that you don't know. They will protect that guy with all that they have. They will not care to go lawless just to make sure that if that guy is involved, he's protected. Because that guy means something to them. The father of that guy means something to Tinubu. The real family of Elegushi. Look, I just don't want to talk. Don't worry. Let's just leave it there.
I know where you're going. I understand it as well. A lot of people don't understand that.
Let me come in. You see, when I say shame, you see, I don't know if anybody has been to the wharf before. When the ship is beginning to sail to his final destination. Yeah. You see that chain they use in holding the ship to the jetter. Abo. You understand?
To the bay,
yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Abo.
You see, that is how the chain that is connected on this Mohbad's case, that's how thick it is. And how can we break it? How can we crack this wall that is blocking the justice? You have said it all, and I keep on saying it. People think, oh, Susie is stupid. She's talking like she's a mad person. So people will go, go take your medication. I'm not. I know exactly what I'm talking about. And this chain that we are talking about is 3 connected Wumi add to them, making 4. It's going to be difficult. How do we cut this chain? You understand? Without Samilari, Naira Marley, Oba Elegushi. These are the guys that is holding this Lagos down. Forget the governor. They put the governor there. And if
the governor,
this,
the governor
yes,
has nothing.
the governor is their puppet.
Exactly.
Governor is their puppet. I'm telling you this. Governor is these people's puppets. You know, because you remember during the election, this Samilari is the king of the street. Oba Elegushi might be the king of the island, but Oba Elegushi is the king of the thugs in the Lagos.
And don't forget what he did. What he did with Lagos election, bringing there
during the election. You understand? They had to protect these people
now,
for their
Susie,
selfish reason. Yes, sir. Yes,
Susie,
sir.
let me ask this question. You know, sometimes
Yes,
I still sit down and think that what could be the Oba? Now, Oba in this real sense of Oba. What could be an Oba's involvement?
Okay.
Chairman,
hold
on. Let me answer you. Let me answer you in American way.
Hold on. You have not.
I'm going to answer you in American way. You know, we are Trump disciples. We don't hold back. You understand? And that is the reason why I love America. There is no pretending over these things. Okay. When you see, I'm sorry to say this, but this is the true reality of what is going on right now in our society. And that's the reason why each time I speak to the young youth coming. Don't envy your rich guys. Their hand is not clean. You see, a Legushi is a district head leader. You know, that king, I find it difficult to call him a king, but he's a king of a land, okay? A small community in Lagos State Island. Now, there's more to being a king. Mohbad's demise is surrounded with a lot of things. Can you please mute? Can you mute? You see, Mohbad's death, truth should be told, okay, is a whole lot of things. Mohbad's death can come from the angle of that huge amount of money that Naira Marley is supposed to pay Mohbad. And he felt Mohbad don't deserve to get that money. Mohbad can be eliminated for that because he's a child of nobody. So he don't deserve to earn that money that is supposed to be paid, okay? Naira Marley feel that money cannot be given to Mohbad. He can be eliminated and said, okay, I can eliminate him, nothing will happen. And another aspect, you see, that's number one. Money is involved in Mohbad's demise, okay? And drug is involved in Mohbad's demise. You see, a lot of people has hand. When they're beginning to look deep down, cartel is involved in Mohbad's demise. Take it or not. Take my voice to the bank and save it. If the current regime of Nigerian police will go ahead and do the right thing on this Mohbad's case, you are going to see
you still don't get my question.
Hold on, let me finish. I'm getting to the Oba. You understand? You don't know what the Oba do for a living. Do you know what Oba Elegushi do for a living? Do you think is the revenue that they collect from people in Ireland that he's succeeding in it, wearing that gold that he's wearing? Do you know Oba Elegushi? Do you know where he lives in America before? I can tell you where he lives. I can tell you where his condominium is in New York. But I don't want to get to that. Okay, so you are dealing with people that is used to the street. And Mohbad is not a street boy. He might think he's a street boy, but these are the
At Abuja.
people
But
that
she did
is
by
street
she rushed down to
boys.
the hotel
You talking
to sign
about
and
Naira
seal the
Marley?
contract.
You
does
talking
coming
about
from
David?
No, Mohbad.
Can your mother
and Mohbad,
Yala
what
Jala
connection
Jababa?
do they have?
nígbà tó tiẹ̀ wá sí gan
Chairman,
tí gbogbo
I
yóò tí
don't
gbogbo
want to
ṣe
talk too
lọ
much about
Chairman, you
this,
want
right?
to hear something from my mouth. It's not going to be today. It's not going to be today.